we're talking about
Remember
Dwayne and Andy went to Hong Kong. Y'all didn't get to go. That is not fair.
Oh, sorry, Andy, what is this?
Oh, well, but you know what? At least it's playing there.
Of
You
course
know?
it's
Yes,
playing
I mean,
there.
that's all that matters.
Yes.
And Dwayne is such a huge draw, and like, you know, and Andy's incredible, and I guess we're just not as
excited.
important.
It's okay. We're in the movie. We made it in. We have at least one line.
Yes!
Yes.
You're in the poster, okay? That totally makes it. That you're in Hollywood if you're on the poster. To work on a film like this, where they're asking you to do a lot of action sequences and stuff. I mean, I'm sure it's awesome for you. Wondering if it's the same. If it's? Are you more of a girly girl? Or are you kind of like you're ready to roll up your
She's
sleeves?
such a diva. It's ridiculous.
What?
I'm kidding.
No, so is Alexander.
Hey,
He wears
AnnaSophia,
the
be
rolled up
quiet right
sleeves.
I hate you. I'm kidding. She's the best.
No, I'm so excited about this movie. I mean, we just had the best time filming, and the crew and the cast became such a family, and that's why we should have gone to Hong Kong. No, I'm just kidding. No, but Alexander and I became like best friends and almost brother and sister, and Dwayne is just so professional, and Carla, just everybody.
I have to ask, because brother and sister then, is there because you know, brothers and sisters can have this unspoken language. Is there an unspoken language that the two of you would have when you were filming where you'd be like,
That is so funny you said that, because that was like actually one of our main topics that we wanted to cover when we were in this movie, because we're like, we discussed that brothers and sisters have unspoken languages that where they can just gesture.
We're actually talking throughout
Right
the
now.
whole film, like before. Yes, right now we are.
Wow, this guy is so. I don't know.
Yeah.
Kidding.
We before every scene, we'd like the night before we'd go over the scene, and we'd create like internal dialogue so that we would know what each other was saying, you know, in our head, like a separate conversation.
Before every scene, we would discuss what we're saying, because we want to make sure the audience knew that that we're talking telepathically, because that was sort of what
It's
that was
also
what
another
happened.
alien trait.
Yeah, it's an alien trait, and that's what had happened in the original movie as well. So they sort of kept that essence, which I really loved about it, because I was a huge fan of the original.
Speaking of the original, you guys actually did a lot of scenes with the original Tia and Tony. I mean, like, if you can talk about that, because I didn't realize that until I read the notes. I was like, oh my God, those were, I mean, the original. Yeah.
Yes, they, Ike Eisman and Kim Richards have a cameo appearance in this film, and they kind of help us out of a tight spot in a scene, and they were so great to work with, and it was so cool being with them, because you know, we were filming on the Disney lot, and that's exactly where they filmed originally, and so they were talking about, you know, the old days and when they were filming, and like the old red schoolhouse and how it's changed, and it was just sharing these experiences.
One thing I loved about this movie is that, and I don't want to give anything away, but like AnnaSophia said, they do help us out of a tight situation, Ike and Kim, and there's that thought in your head, maybe they're the originals all grown up, and they know who we are, and they know where we're coming from, and yeah, it's very, that's what I love. They kept the essence of the original, and honestly, that's great, because it's such a huge following, the original, and so many people, I'm sure will love to see that aspect of it, and it's this movie, it's great for everyone, and it's an action-packed
It'll
adventure.
draw the original fans of the film.
Yes.
Well, yesterday at the screening, you weren't there, but he was surrounded by like all these people. I mean, are you guys? I mean, I'm sure. Do you get that kind of attention now, or like, is it weird when people kind of ask for autographs and things like that?
Not usually, but as soon as the film starts hitting, you know, theaters, people actually, you know, in regular life, not really, but once people actually, they see the poster and then they see you, and they're like, wait a second, I see you.
This movie has changed our lives as actors and like personally, like we've made friends forever, and I mean that moment, like when you just said like the screening last night, I didn't even know that those people were going to be there, and it was totally cool, because it was just amazing. And actually, one of the most amazing things I told AnnaSophia this, and I have to tell you, somebody came up to me and they're like, hey, can I get a picture with you? And he was in a soldier's uniform, and he's like, I'm going to Iraq tomorrow, and it was just like I don't even know, like I just had to say this because it was like such a touching like experience, and I was like, oh man, please be safe, and like it was just, I don't know, like I mean, all these fans they just have so much to give, and they're just amazing. So.
It's great that you touched them in this way. Thank you very much.
Oh,
It's really
thank
nice
you for
talking to
everything. I really appreciate
Thank
that.
you.